Keep your eyes closed, Jazz.
Somebody else in it.
Here we are, Jazz. Right, that's the thing. So you can open up your eyes. Right, so me and Jazzy are off shopping. She doesn't know what's to come. What's the special day tomorrow, Jazzy?
Oh, our anniversary.
Jazz has planned a surprise for me, and we're off to Uluwatu, our way down south.
Because you surprised me the last 2 times we went on a getaway. 3 times actually. Like Cinnamon and Sahara and then Ubud again.
So it's about time Jazzy surprises me now. This vlog is going to be a surprise to Jazz. You want to get some sunnies, we both need to get some sunnies. And what does sunnies mean, Jazz? Is that like an Aussie phrase?
Sunglasses.
Sunglasses, for anyone out there. What else do we need?
Toothpaste.
Like toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
We call it bits and bobs in the UK, just bits and bobs.
You say toothpaste.
Toothpaste. Tooth with an F.
Toothpaste.
Tooth. We're going to do a video about that, I reckon. Aussieisms versus UKisms. We're going to fire on without further ado. And becoming Jazz's social experiment.
It's so sexy. It suits you.
You're my now stylist, Jazzy.
It does. It really suits you.
Oh, I've got to do that. Right, me lover. Well, you've got a brand new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key. Bum bum bum.
It looks really good.
Cool.
It actually really suits you. Oh,
If you're buying it for me, I love it.
Oh,
okay. And a man in uniform.
sexy captain.
Do I float your boat?
Yes, sir. Aye, aye, captain.
We need to upgrade your sunglasses, don't we?
Yes, I need to get better sunglasses.
Just as bad as you, just as bad as you. And sometimes I
Oh, Jazz, I reckon you're nailing it.
This?
Yeah, these.
Really?
What do you think, team? Jazzy and Josh Nation. What were you thinking?
Does this actually? No, it doesn't suit me though.
I think they genuinely look quite cool. You can rock quite a lot. Yeah. You look cool, Jazz. Yeah, they're cool.
This one?
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Ah. Oh, cool.
Should we do a little catwalk? So here in Bali you get a lot of choice. You get the Western brands that are popping up shop here, and the price pocket is quite high. There's a lot of options out there on the local streets, which me and Jazzy's got lost in the bikini section. Dangerous. Jazz got a little carried away. Maybe there's a local vendor that sells those. And even these. That's the power of brand. People create this like emotional connection with something, and it adds the value beyond belief. Like the same t-shirts are just slapped a brand on it, but it adds that value of, wow, I'm wearing a certain thing and it's my identity showing to the world, and it's an identity thing. And I'm afraid the material world has, sucked us into that absorption of, we need to show the world who we really are with external things, and that's quite sad. I'll talk about that in a minimalism versus materialism school of thought in another video. Doesn't Jazzy look good? This dress I complimented, I was like, wow. That's good.
Together.
Oh, I just bashed my nose. That really hurt. Ouch, Charlie.
Safety first.
Oh, no chance, Jazz, this can't be done. Looking like Terminator.
No.
What's
Harry Potter?
Johnny Bravo.
Ah.
Look at me, handsome. No, it's not me, This is the issue we had actually. So Jazzy needs to upgrade from what she used to have. This style. We want to upgrade Jazz's style, although she's such a fashionable chick. The sunglasses were letting her down, so we're still on this search. Anything that's appealing, Jazz?
Are you a banana? Because I find you appealing.
Trying to think of mine now. Are you a pineapple?
No?
Because you're like a pineapple pen and I can't get you out of my mouth. What? You know, pineapple pen? No, that's... With sunglasses, it's one of those buys that you can't spend too much money, can you, Jess? Because you'll just lose them in sea, on scooters.
Yeah, actually once my sister went to a public toilet and she found Ray-Bans on the toilet, like real Ray-Bans.
Did she hand them in to the lost property or just...
No.
Don't tell anyone
She
about
felt
that.
bad though.
That's a real pair of Ray-Bans right there.
Are these okay?
No, absolutely not. See with sunglasses, you want to get something that complements your face, right? Smaller ones are kind of good because I've got quite a narrow face, right? Jazzy's got a lovely round face, a defined jawline, which I'm very jealous of. So Jazzy, I think, will match like some sort of stylish, pointy style. I reckon pointy. I was always after pointy. It's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, isn't it? It's like, oh, exactly
Dad
that.
glasses, dad glasses.
Too cold. This porridge is too cold. Dad jokes, ready? What did 50 Cent do when he was hungry?
I don't know.
58. Dad joke central. Yeah, there's a little story actually. I remember finding my really cool glasses that are now broken, so I need to get my own. But what it was, there was loads of vendors exactly like this one. And I was just driving up with a scooter and just popped by and I could never find the pair that I was after. It's like Cinderella and the shoe. It's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It's like something's too cold, too big, and then you find something that's just right and it's just holding out for what was just right. And Jazz is persevering with all the options and still can't find what the just right is. And again, in relationships, I think I held out, had the trust, the optimism that I'd find someone like Jazz, and I held out for just right. Oh, romantic, Jazz. Yeah, I think we're going to move on to the next vendor. I don't think we found anything just yet. Oh, we might have.
No, it doesn't suit. I don't suit glasses.
So who's a limiting belief, Jazz? What's a limiting belief?
I don't suit sunglasses. I've had that belief for my whole life.
We're about to crush that, Jazz. We're about to drop kick that.
Yeah, my whole life I kept saying to myself I don't suit sunglasses, and I think that just manifests.
And then you end up with a pair that looks a lot like this. That's the ones you end up with. And if Jazzy puts these on,
Not too bad.
this was 20 years ago. This is so old. Anyway, we'll relate that question, like the fact that Jazz doesn't suit sunglasses. Let's cross-relate that to everything else. It's like if you don't find the right girlfriend, the right partner, you then start self-deprecating, being self-critical that you don't suit a relationship or don't suit someone else, and then you start beating yourself up, don't you, Jazzy? And I
Find
can
something that suits you.
There's always something out there. Right, should we go, Jazz? You gonna take their mirror?
Oh no.
I can see Banyak.
It's a period pad dance. Do you know what this is? Period pads. Would you like some education? So, this is Day. I like 25 centimeters. Take
Okay.
note. If you ever need to get me some 25 centimeters.
Emergencies?
Day.
It's okay.
With wings. I like wings.
So that's like full coverage.
Yes.
Okay.
For nighttime, I like these ones, 35 centimeters.
God, if a guy was buying things that were this big, I'd be like, that is a huge compliment, thanks.
And then, if I need tampons, cotton organic is the best. It's soft, so you don't get intoxication. And then, these liners, so very, very thin, just thin. But I don't wear these much, so you probably won't need to get them.
Okay.
Do you learn something new today?
Sounds good. I've got it. I've taken notes, Jazz. I've just gone back to school, period school. I'm happy with that. I feel like I've learned something really essential to a relationship here, Jazz. It's been 5 minutes since Jazzy explained. You have to have 25 centimetres for the daytime winged. You have to have 35 centimetres winged on a night time, and then 15 centimetres thin for when you come to the end of your flow. So, the quick update is that I've just dropped Jazzy back. I'm going to go back out because I couldn't find a market that I want to buy her a little gift with, and the whole point of this day is to do an exercise that she did when she was a real little baby. I'm going to do this wrapping up an anklet bracelet for her. So with lovely little messages in paper, you're going to see the process. But we need to go out on a mission to find that anklet. See you there. So I've just stopped off at a little cafe on Batu Belong, and this lovely chap William from Australia.
I used to live in Australia.
Used to live in
Born
Australia.
in Sumatra.
Born in Sumatra, so he's a fellow Indonesian. And what a sweet gentleman. He's given me the tape for Jazzy's little gift wrap I'm about to do, but the missing ingredient, as a chef would say, is the anklet. So I'm still on the search for an anklet. What I do, give me loads of recommendations, as a guy can't find his way around. But I've now got the tape, and it's really kind of you. But he's doing really well. Stay optimistic.
Stay safe, stay healthy.
Tetap sehat, tetap kuat.
Jangan lupa tetap kuat, tetap sehat.
Tetap sehat.
Tetap
There we go.
sehat.
But I'll leave it to it, bro. Good luck.
Thank you.
Got it. Kindness always wins. So after a lot of running round, I came to the fact and the conclusion that I thought, right, just go to a Western shop because I can't be bothered to run around, the typical man. The reason I get an anklet is that I actually accidentally broke Jasmine's and she wasn't too pleased about it, and that was about a month ago. So I'm going to replace it, and here's the choice I've got. I'm going to bring you in. One here, and that's one bracelet. Another couple here, it's like a Jamaican feel. I sort of thought, no, maybe not that one. So I hope I have chosen right. And this lovely little delicate one with a shell and a brown bracelet. Do you think I've chosen the right one? You think she's going to like this one? Really small, really sentimental, and hopefully loves that little shell and a symbol of keeping the beach with her. A nice little brown that Jazz is going to suit down to the ground. Her eyes are brown. She's got a little silver lining as well, so there's like 3 layers to this one. I hope she loves it. It's now time to buy and wrap it up. I'm getting it for a good little price. That's £6 in the UK and 12 Aussie. So that is a steal. Get this wrapped up and bought. I can see Ben, yeah?
Ya, sama-sama.
That's Changu, everybody. Right, Jazz, you've got to promise me one thing. You've got to stay in this room for the next 30 minutes or so because I'll be outside doing a little bit of something. Okay?
Okay.
Jazz is so intelligent. They've got this like female senses. I came in like an idiot. This is such a bloke thing to do. Had the sellotape, the tape in my hand.
But what you doing that? What do you have sellotape for?
You'll see, Jazz, you'll see. And then she starts patting my pockets without even realising it subconsciously. It's a subconscious female power that she knows something's going on. Whoa! Watch the pockets.
I normally pat your butt, so...
Bad pocket then, I chose the back pocket. Females are way more intelligent than us, and we must embrace that, make sure we're, a step ahead of what we're worth. But yeah, Jazz, promise?
Okay.
You promise? Double promise? This is hopefully a surprise. This is a surprise ending, so hopefully you don't already know the ending by patting my bum and knowing there's sellotape in my hands.
I have no idea why I have sellotape. No idea.
Yeah.
I use that for watercolour, that's what I would use it for. So I don't know.
Okay. Right, see you later, cream cake.
Ciao. Ciao, ciao.
Let's go. Right, so we're at the wrapping station. I've got my gift, I've got my paper, got the pen, and got the sellotape. That's all we need to have a sentimental value in this thing we're about to do. Jazzy is literally sat, let me show you. She's sat right there, the pillar is covering here, so hopefully she doesn't see a thing. Right, it's going to take me back to Christmas. Good little tactic. Get your little strips, pop them up like this, create a collection. Again, if you want to make this a little harder for your spouse, your partner, whoever you're doing this for, make sure you've got sellotape or a really tough tape like duct tape, electrical tape. This is like quite easy, to be honest, parcel tape. And let's get right to it. All we need to create masterpieces is our thoughts. Simplicity over material, simplicity over complexity. It's the thought that counts in relationships. I didn't spend much money. What was that? £5. This is a book which cost me about £2, and this £1. That's all it is. She's going to absolutely love it. If your girlfriend is into all the feely things and the thought of it, that's all you need to do as a bloke. You don't need to think too far ahead, that's something too perfect, too special. Just start somewhere which has your, authentic thought in. Let's go. As far as thought goes, that is going to be the last message she sees before she gets to the gift. So, something as simple as that will go a long way. Of course, I do this little trademark on all the messages I send Jazz, little post-it notes. The flower is symbolic. It's like Harry Potter, he has the griffin on every letter he gets. Same thing. Now that wrapping is diabolical, but it's all that we need. Who else sticks their tongue out when they're trying to wrap? It's like... There you go, you get really messy with this one, because that's the point. It's like, you know, she's carefully going to unwrap this. Okay, fantastic. Done. Layer 1. Oh, second message. Easy. Didn't even think too much on that one. There's no one who brings me the same peace as you do. She feels special, and that's exactly what she knows she does, but she just doesn't believe it sometimes. Another little wrap. Give it a fold. Who else is amazing at folding? Comment below. Any wrapping tips? Because I might need that coming Christmas. We're halfway through the year here in Bali. It's June the 13th. Oh, we're doing it the day before. It's a rushy thing. You know, all blokes do this. Day before. Whether it's Christmas Eve, before Halloween, getting all the sweets ready for the kids. We're so last minute, it's unbelievable. I'm gonna probably get you on a time lapse to see the process.
I don't know if it's real, 'cause when we're doing our thing where the wheels don't stop turning, I know we're acting stupid. Being dumb.
Now, that's the final one I'm gonna wrap up the whole present with. It's really valuable to know your other partner's love language. And so I'll give you the link to the quiz down in the comments below. Give it to your partner, do it on a sneaky one. See what their love language is. Again, Jazzy's is word of affirmation, so I made sure I put lots of thought, effort into the words rather than what's actually inside the gift. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna show you the results. Hopefully you've enjoyed the little journey with me. It's worth all the wait when you see Jazzy's reactions.
What's happening?
Keep your eyes closed, Jazz. So we've got Jazzy the day after, and we're about to go on a little day trip, but I thought to get this unwrapped princess. And just here. You can grab it. You can grab it. Yeah, you can grab it if you want. That's the thing. So you can open up your eyes, and it's a very DIY kit, okay? So the idea is that you, like your inner child when I watched that video, if you read the message behind on the back as well. It's so bad, Jazz, so manly.
This means a lot though. I made this.
Be very kind of delicate and careful, so then you can feel that out.
Like this?
Yeah, and then you get a message each time as you unravel it.
Oh. And it's like the video that happened. Oh
Yeah. Thought I'd let your inner child loose.
Oh.
The owl was in the room. You can see it's a man's wrapping, can't you? Pretty terrible. But, you know, I had a system for this, Jazz. I had all the
It's
tape.
it's very thoughtful. Oh. Oh, even the lips, you have a little drawing.
You look amazing, Jazz. Wow.
Oh, sweet. Oh, and your drawings are so cute.
Oh, you're keeping them too.
These forever. Love you more than cupcakes.
Mine having one cupcake. Yeah. Love you more than daffodils. Love you more than...
Banana pancakes.
Oh, you're getting there. You have flown through that, Jazz. Just like, one note. What's another note? Yeah.
Piece of house. Oh, the flower.
It's a trademark. There's no one who brings me the same peace as you do. Treasure. I love you. Yes. And then this is... Yeah, just open that up.
I didn't expect that, but I just know.
You got something at the end, like your little childhood one, but it's not sweets, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. Just take it out. Oh shit! Look at the price tag. Typical man. You forget to take the price tag off. I hope you didn't see that.
I didn't.
I spent $1 million on this.
Oh.
But that was a little replacement because I remember I broke your last one, so
Oh yeah.
it
The
was shell.
seashell.
It's from the beach because I know you love the beach. I'll try and bite you.
Ooh.
Yeah, there we go. There you have it. So how much do you rate that out of 10, Jazz? If you were to rate my gift. Don't rate, okay.
It's invaluable, priceless. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I thought that was a little demonstration of guys, you know, treating their girlfriend with thought over material things. And it obviously goes quite well, so.
For me, it's always a thought that counts. That you took time to make this and you wrote the words, that's what counts.
Let's just hope there's more girls like you. These guys are like you. No fancy cars, no shoes or handbags.
I want to keep these forever. I'm not going to throw this away. I kept the cards I got when I was like 8 years old, so I'll keep this forever.
Oh, crackers. Should have written better notes. Yeah, Jazz maybe one day will take over the channel, do some POV, do some sort of surprise for me. Any suggestions you may have, put in the comments.
Thank you for being
Stay
here.
tuned, keep it hunky.
Keep shining your light.
Remember to like, subscribe, share with your mates, share to your Facebook page, get the word out, embrace the early stages of a relationship, why not? So those that are, 3 years down the line or 40 years down the line must think, I remember those days when I used to give gifts in my names. For all men out there, treat your woman with absolute thoughtful respect and find out their love language. I was just doing something a little bit nice there because I did feel really guilty when I broke the last one. So that's hopefully got a better expiry date than the other one. But we'll see you on the next video, and thank you if you have tuned in for this far to see me waffle, see the little journey of getting everything together. So much love, and we'll see you on the next one.